In this video, we're going to go over willingness to pay using a conjoint simulator. Now, this is something that I see in nearly every proposal that leads to a choice model, and we're going to go over the old way and the new way. Let's hop into the simulator to look at both ways. Okay, here's the configuration page, and for fun, we're actually going to use product number 2, Butterfinger, for this example. And what we're going to do is first we'll go through the old way to do willingness to pay, and then we'll show you the new and better way. So when we typically in practice, when we do willingness to pay, what happens is we'll change a feature and then we'll mess with the price and figure out what price will get us back to the original amount of sales. So in this example, let's go and make this, instead of a Butterfinger bar, we'll make it a Butterfinger cup. Actually, take note, Butterfinger has 1,114 units. Now we're going to switch it from a bar to a cup. And you can see here that it goes up. Unfortunately, it's got the same number, so it's hard to remember what it was, but before I wrote it down. 1114, now it's 1441. So that means we're going to have to raise the price so that the number of sales goes back down to where it was before. I'm not really sure what to put in here, but we can just try some stuff. So if we put in $1.19, it goes down to $12.89. At $1.29, it doesn't drop quite enough. How about $1.59? Okay, we're getting closer. How about $1.65? Oh, we've gone too far. We're looking for $11.14. Oh, so we've still gone too far. Okay. At $1.50, it's too far. Okay, $11.10. We're getting really close. Oh, and that's as close as we're going to get. So for the Butterfinger bar, if we change it from a bar to a cup, the unit sales goes way up. So what we do is we adjust the price to get the sales number back down to where it was. And here it's at $1.44. So that's a 45-cent increase. And typically that's how it's labeled, as willingness to pay would be that 45 cents is what consumers are willing to pay to get the Butterfinger in the form of a cup versus a bar. We're going to put that back really quick, show you another example. Now what if we take that same one and we're starting again 1114, and we're going to change it from milk chocolate to white chocolate. You can see demand drops quite a bit. So in this example, we're going to have to drop the price. If we cut the price about in half, it goes up to $8.97. That's not enough. We need to get up to $11.14. We're getting closer at 29 cents. At 20 cents, we're still not there. 19 cents, we're still not there. Still need to drop the price. Okay, we finally passed it just a little bit. And there we are, spot on. So now what this is telling us is if we take the Butterfinger bar and make it white chocolate instead of milk chocolate, we would need to lower the price down to 11 cents to be able to have sales stay constant. And that is going to be a difference of 88 cents. So consumers, here we'd say consumers are willing to pay 88 cents less for a Butterfinger with milk chocolate. Now the only problem with this is I don't think that's really willingness to pay. What that's giving us is an indifference price point, a price point where they're indifferent between their initial option and the new product that we've configured. So we've come up with a new definition of willingness to pay, and that is going to be when you add a feature, what is the change in the revenue optimizing price point? And that change in that revenue optimizing price point given that feature is we're going to attribute that to what consumers are willing to pay. So just a quick reminder, here we are in product 2, we're still on Butterfinger. we can actually go through and have it automatically go and tell us what the revenue optimizing price point is for this configuration. So for the Butterfinger in this scenario, the revenue optimizing price point's down here. It's $1.39. The other thing we can do is we can actually go through each of the features one at a time and have the simulator output what happens to the units or the revenue when we change the feature. So it's currently on milk chocolate. That's our 1114 that we were looking at. There's our revenue at 1103. If we change it from milk chocolate to white chocolate, the units drop a lot and the revenue drops a lot as well. Now the idea here is, so we can do this for each of the attributes, but the idea is, well, wouldn't that be really cool if we could combine both of these ideas, where we could actually go and look at each level one at a time and figure out what the revenue optimizing price point is given that level. That's what we've created here in this tab here, the willingness to pay calculation. Takes a little while to sort through because it's got to go hit every level once and then flip through and find what the revenue optimizing price point is, and then it'll record that value. But it was pretty quick this time. So let's see what we've got here. So for our current product, it's currently milk chocolate. The revenue optimizing price point's a little higher than it currently is. It's currently 99 cents, but if you add up it to 129, revenue will go up to 11.64. It's a little bit higher than it is currently. Now, if you switch it to dark chocolate, the revenue optimizing price point is a little bit higher, but the revenue is still smaller. That usually indicates that we're picking up a little bit more of a niche product when the price is higher and the revenue is lower, but still kind of interesting. So this does this for every single attribute. Let's take a look at the bar versus the cup. So the bar is revenue optimal at $1.29. That's the base level for the bar. But if we add the cup, we can add 40 cents to the price, and that dramatically increases our revenue. So what we would say here is that our willingness to pay for the format to be a cup for the Butterfinger is the difference between this value and this value. So it's 40-cent difference going from a bar to a cup in terms of what consumers are willing to pay. And when you do that, your units go up a little bit and your revenue goes up pretty substantially. So we've gone through and we've got this for all the attributes that we tested in the Conjoint study. Not everybody's really good at reading tables, and if you want to see a chart, what we've done here is we've generated a way to look at the outcome. On the y-axis here will be the units, so the higher up, the more units you're going to sell. And along the right is the revenue optimizing price point. So the further on the right, the more of a price point you'll be able to command in the marketplace. Towards the upper right, the higher an attribute is to the upper right, the more revenue that it'll generate. Not necessarily the most profit, but the most revenue, because we've got units times price. You can hover over any of these to see what they are. So here we've got the format being mini chunks. So revenue is optimized at $1.49, and it'll tell you what the units and the contribution margin or profit are, and then of course the label there for the mini chunks. So not one of the best ways to move, at least in terms of this fake example. Okay, we've got some other big ones. So this is donating to a cause. This one's donating to a different cause. The big one here would be a bigger bag. That's 4 times the size. Not too surprising that that one would be a big boost to what people are willing to pay to get 4 times as much candy. We see that down here too. So for the regular bar, as we saw, $1.29 is the revenue optimizing price point. For a stand-up bag, it's $2.29. So the consumers are willing to pay an extra $1 to get the stand-up 6-ounce bag. We've also got the share numbers and the revenue numbers, as well as the profit numbers for any of those possible combinations. So this is a nice shortcut to investigate what consumers are willing to pay for. And now from here, what you would do is you would start looking at combinations of features that are going to appeal to specific groups of people so that we're able to get the most value out of the marketplace. That's it. If you have questions, put them in the comments below. If you're enjoying these videos, Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when we produce more videos. Thank you.